Today I'm flying to Los Angeles, California, and I'm so excited for this layover as I have a crazy 50 hours there. I do have something super exciting planned for my first time ever in LA, and to be honest, you can't really fit this in on the shorter, more regular layovers.
I want to stay under the sun, sing with the birds and be no one.
Now, before starting at Emirates, I actually had never been to the US mainland. And something you might not know, as I certainly didn't when I first started at Emirates, is not all Emirates cabin crew actually receive the US working visa. And FYI, some of the longest layovers we have are in the States, with the exception of New York and Boston, which are sadly only the regular 24 hours. Now, it is a bit of a process checking in a full A380 crew, so why not quickly check out this stunning hotel while I wait. Laugh at me or think I'm weird, but I am yet to find a better spot to keep my Emirates hats in the hotel rooms. Also, for those that watched my UK vlog, I am always straight to check if there's a fridge in the hotel room, and top tip, always check if it's actually cold too. So I'm not gonna lie, I am definitely an overpacker, and especially when it comes to all my skincare stuff. I honestly just tend to bring everything in case I need it, and then I'll always unpack everything because my logic is if I can see it, then I'll use it, and if I use it, did I really overpack? Something I also love about longer layovers is not only do I have time to sleep and explore the destination I'm in, but I can actually spend some time working for myself. As Emirates is a full-time job, I'm also trying to manage all my social media and content creating on the side, which I think is a little underestimated sometimes about how much work actually goes into managing all this. And so there's actually not a lot of layovers where I won't take my little portable office with me, because even though it is a lot of work, I absolutely love being able to get creative and have something so fun to fill my time with outside of flying. And maybe one day soon I'll flip the script and this will become my full-time gig. So I have only packed enough food for some of the layover and of course the flight back, because I plan on hunting down some fun American food. And I also have some plans to get some groceries, which is actually one of my favorite things to do in America. I swear I can spend hours in the grocery stores. I don't know if you guys remember, but I previously showed you in my Seychelles vlog how I keep my little bits of jewelry in one of the hotel glasses. Well, I did finally upgrade to a cute little jewelry pouch, so now I'm not living in fear that I'll forget my jewelry in every hotel room. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm so tired. I've just landed in from Dubai into LA, and it's currently 3:20 in the morning Dubai time, and it is like 4:20 in the afternoon here in LA. So I'm a little bit all over the shop, and I got called off reserve this morning at 3 a.m. So it's been like 24 hours, and of course I didn't really sleep when I was on call because I was like, oh my god, what am I going to use me for and all that. Anyway, it's been a long day, and I'm just finishing unpacking all my stuff because, you know guys, I love to organize everything. But yeah, I'm going to finish unpacking everything, and then I'm going to go to bed, going to get myself organized and get some rest. Now, speaking of getting some rest, I thought I'd share with you my secret to good sleep no matter where I am. And that's thanks to Manta Sleep, who is actually the sponsor of my video today. And if you haven't heard of Manta Sleep, these guys have created the best sleep mask I've ever found. And for someone like me that needs to be able to sleep literally whenever, wherever, and no matter the environment, my Manta Sleep mask is literally my sleeping secret. This one right here is actually the Manta Sleep Sound Mask, which is absolutely my favorite. And that is because it has razor thin Bluetooth headphones built into it, which for me is so important because between hotel rooms and on board the flights, I need to be able to drown out literally any noise. And I don't know if I'm the only one here, but whenever I sleep with my AirPods in or my headphones, I end up waking up and my ears are so sore. But Manta's Sound Sleep Mask solves this problem completely. Also, all of Manta's sleep masks have this C-shaped cup, which makes it 100% blackout even if you sleep on your side. And the cherry on top for me is the fact that the sleep mask C-shaped cups do not damage my lash extensions, which is really hard to find with any other sleep mask. Honestly, if you're looking for the GOAT of all sleep masks, go check out all the options on the Manta Sleep website because you will definitely find one that works for you. I even made it really easy for you guys to find by putting the link in my description below. And if you use my code AmandaK, you actually get 10% off at checkout. Now let's go get some good sleep and see the crazy things I have planned for my LA layover.
To take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing.
Now, something I'm not sure anyone does is clean dishes in the hotel bathroom sink. Seeing as I pack my own food, I always have to do this when I get into the hotel room because if I leave my dirty food containers from my flight over for my whole layover and then for my flight back, there is a whole new world growing inside that thing by the time I get home.
We could roll the dice, act like you
So it's about 4 a.m. and I woke up maybe an hour ago. So I had a pretty decent sleep and I'm gonna try and get the day started and do a few things on my laptop. Also wanted to show you guys is something I hate about hotel rooms is, as you can see, it's really dark. There's literally no other lights in the main living space. So I'm always just living off the lamps pretty much. And it is actually tricky to sometimes find how to turn these on.
if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up.
So I've decided I'm gonna go hire a car and do a crazy little road trip around LA. Hopefully can hire it from now. It's about 8:30 in the morning till tomorrow morning, which means I can go around and do Santa Monica today, Malibu, maybe Hollywood, and then come back for sunset as well as go somewhere for sunrise tomorrow because I love to just make the most out of everything. I'm gonna go see if the hotel can take me to the airport to get the car. And I'm gonna have breakfast now and then I'm gonna leave the hotel.
The paradigm, no longer wishing, you're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride.
On the Amanda breakfast menu today is my homemade mung bean omelette with this salsa, which I get from the Aldi equivalent in Dubai called Viva. I'm also adding my homemade seitan to it for that extra protein kick.
You're my lucky strike, and I got to tell you, if you didn't know.
I still think it's crazy that most hotels don't actually provide microwaves within the rooms, but luckily airlines usually request the hotels we stay at to have some sort of facility for the crew to heat up their food. But I will say, when I take my food with me and there's nowhere to heat it up, I'm actually heartbroken. So I do appreciate so much when they do have one.
Got my heart on the floor.
Also, I checked with the hotel staff and there's a shuttle bus they run every half hour to the airport where the car hire is. So I have got a little bit of time to finish packing everything I want for the day.
Cover me in a dream of love. You're pulling on my sanity, it does seem.
Seeing as the car hire is literally only 7 minutes away, I'm actually gonna leave all my things here in the hotel room while I go get the car and then come back to get my stuff.
So
Now, I'll be honest, I didn't have anything pre-booked, and this is mostly because I was scared that my flight would be changed last minute or something, and I was also low-key hoping that I could score a discount being cabin crew. But it was actually cheaper for me to book online today with the promo code they had. Surely I'm not the only one who struggles with this, because I could not find the car I was hiring for the life of me. I ended up having to get one of the staff around from a different car hire to help me.
baby, you captivate me.
Something I'm so looking forward to by having a car today is being able to leave things in there. So many times when you're traveling and you're going out from the hotel for the whole day, you have to cart all your gear with you to every cafe, to the beach, everywhere you want to walk, or even somewhere you just want to go have a look at for 5 minutes. It's something I low-key hate. So of course, today I'm going to appreciate this so much, and keep in mind, I do know that I need to keep things a little bit hidden when I do leave them in the car. So I picked up my car and I'm so excited. It was so easy and I got a steal. Literally cost me $54 US for the day, including till tomorrow morning as well, because I'm going to try and go out for sunrise. I've just set up the little camera thing so I can shoot some footage while I'm driving, because I'm going to go for a little adventure around LA. I want to go up to Hollywood, Santa Monica, Venice Beach, Malibu, all the famous areas before heading back to Long Beach tonight for sunset. And I'm so excited. Don't mind my skin today. I'm going all natural because I need to give my skin a little bit of breathing space when I'm not flying. So can't wait to take you guys with me, and I hope you love it. First up on the famous location bucket list is Venice Beach. Now, I did try to do a little research on street parking in LA, but it wasn't really straightforward. So I ended up just parking on the main street, which seemed to be free, and then I just walked a few streets over to the beach. Even though there were parking lots right beside Venice Beach, I knew that these would be pretty expensive. As beautiful as the water was looking today, I didn't have any plans to swim, and this was just because I had so much I wanted to see. I initially had no idea what to do at Venice Beach, so my go-to is to always look on Google Maps wherever I'm traveling to, which is how I first saw the Venice Fishing Pier. I thought it'd be a really good spot to be able to see the whole beach from, and as you can see, I think it was the perfect spot to check out first. Surely the next time I'm in LA will be with Zach, and he doesn't even know it yet, but biking along Venice Beach has now been added to our bucket list. Also, does anyone else just love looking at other people's houses, how they're designed, and thinking about what it'd be like to live in there? I honestly could not imagine how expensive it would actually be to live right here. And just when I thought it would actually be a beautiful spot to live, I walked to the real touristy part. This reminds me so much of the Gold Coast in Australia. All these crazy shops right near the beach selling the most random things. The only thing I really liked was the beach style jewelry, which I also now know you can literally get anywhere, but I still got this one as it was only $2. This was the most random vegan restaurant right on the beach walk. It would have been rude for me not to try it, as it's a complete copycat of Macca's. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good, and by that I mean it just tasted like McDonald's, so maybe not so good. There was actually another vegan cafe I had pinned on Google Maps, and conveniently it was right back towards where I parked my car. Turns out though, it's actually a full shop, and it took every part of me not to buy so much in here. I was able to really resist because everything I wanted was cold, and there was no way that was gonna last all day in the car. So, just to top off my ridiculously healthy lunch I had, these birthday cake ice cream pops were my after lunch dessert. And yes, I did finish the whole container before I even walked back to the car. Next stop is Santa Monica, and luckily it was right up the road. Could it get more American than this, having a jet show going on while I was walking to Santa Monica Pier? Out of all the famous locations I'm ticking off my bucket list today, I was the most excited for this very spot. And I was shocked it didn't even seem that busy until I turned the corner, and oh my god, even if I had more time, I don't know if I would have gone on any of the rides. I assumed they probably had huge wait times. And now it's another good excuse to add this to my LA bucket list with Zach. This was also a good reminder on why I love going to places at sunrise or at the times they open. Because I was in a super touristy location, I thought this would be the perfect chance to find my postcard and pin, which are the souvenirs I collect while traveling. But now that that's out of the way, next stop is Malibu Beach, baby. It was actually super confusing trying to find exactly where Malibu Beach was. There was only little side accesses and no main beach entrance. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but I had no idea Malibu Beach was so residential. But I guess that's why it's so famous for people wanting a house on Malibu Beach.
It's pretty crazy to think I actually was out at that beach right now. And I think I had a Barbie doll that was meant to be from Malibu, so. So I've just finished my little walk around Malibu Beach. I'm gonna head to Hollywood now, but I got a little snack. Thought it was only fair to get something from America, so I'm gonna try this. Zach, don't hate me. And of course, I managed to find a nice vegan chocolate as well, which I'm so excited about. And some vitamin waters because I'm feeling pretty dehydrated after my day so far. But I've still got a big day left. I'm gonna try and go to Hollywood, drive up to the observatory, come back to Long Beach for sunset. So let's see how we go.
Now, before I go to Hollywood, I actually really wanted to go check out Beverly Hills, because who hasn't heard of how glamorous this suburb is? And just look at all these palm trees. Even though I didn't get out, it was so vibey just driving around. It's kind of crazy to think the people that are living right here.
When you reach out,
I swear I got so lucky with all the free street parking today. I managed to park literally only a few blocks away from the famous Hollywood Walk of Fame.
feel like magic.
I'd love to know, would you have thought I was crazy if I didn't go check this out for my first time in LA? Or is this a place you would avoid for your first LA visit? It was definitely not quite what I expected. It felt a little like a theme park but on a main road. I think I thought it would be a little bit more glamorous, but I did still really like the cheesiness of it. And now the Guinness World Records and the Wax Museum going on that Zach and I LA bucket list that he has no idea exists.
Wonderland, no, I just can't get enough. You feel like magic.
I swear, I can see dessert from a mile away. I was a little bit sad they didn't have more vegan options, but the pineapple Dole Whip was calling my name. And it was the perfect way to finish off my walk through this famous Hollywood street.
You know you feel like magic. You know you feel like magic. You know you feel like magic.
Now, Zach had told me about the best viewpoint to watch the sunset over the city, and that was at Griffith Observatory. But apparently I wasn't the only one who knew this, and I literally could not even get up there.
Not cloudy days, just me and you.
Look at this lineup. I really didn't want to miss the whole sunset, so I knew I had to get out of here.
I find myself again.
But I did some quick searching before the sunset was over, and I managed to find a park nearby that supposedly had amazing views of the city. And look at this. And the best part, while I was looking for another spot for sunset, I found the famous viewpoint where the city lines up at the end of this highway. Now, I was planning on going grocery shopping on the way home, but I spent way longer out than I expected. I did spoil myself a little bit by going through downtown, but I needed to go straight back to the hotel as I was getting up super early to make it to my final LA location for sunrise.
So I'm down at one of the beaches just looking over LAX, and I was trying to make it for sunrise at the famous landing viewing path that's near LAX, but runway, I think it's 24 right or left or something, whichever one it is that they land the planes on or take off from overlooking that park, it's currently closed for maintenance. So I opted for this beautiful beach just at the end of LAX, which is very, very cool as well. And as you can see, it's just not right over top like I would have loved, but it's still super cool, and it's really, really cool being here.
And now that you're here, why don't you stay a while? You always give me a reason.
I'm pretty sure LAX is one of the busiest airports in the world, but you can see how there's just constant airspace going on, like helicopters, small plane, big planes everywhere. Even at Long Beach Airport where we stay for work. Yeah, it's just crazy seeing all the planes landing in and taking off. It's very cool to just feel how alive this city is.
You can push me to the line, but you make it worth it.
Remember the Vegemite I brought with me? Well, English muffins with Vegemite on them is a classic Aussie breakfast. And I couldn't think of a better way to end my first time ever in LA than eating this Aussie brekkie watching planes take off and land from one of America's busiest airports. And to think that I'll be flying out of here in just a few hours back to one of the busiest airports in the world. I think the craziest thing for me when I'm watching planes is thinking about the crew on them. Where are they from? Where are they going? Are they excited to go home? Or maybe they're thinking about their layover plans. There are so many different lives being lived on that big beautiful bird I'm looking at, and it's just crazy to think about. Although I could have stayed here all day, I needed to get back to my hotel and start getting ready for my flight home.
Understand the sign. Oh, I'm loving the freedom you bring.
Alright guys, that's a wrap. I just dropped back my car hire. I went with budget because it literally was the best price ever. And now I'm just waiting for the hotel shuttle bus to come get me, which is really, really good. We literally stay right next to Long Beach Airport. Even though we don't fly out of here, we fly to LAX. It is super convenient because the car hire, the shuttle bus, and everything's just super close. And it is a beautiful area. So I can't wait to get back to the hotel, just chill out a little bit, and then fly back to Dubai today.
A long time for you to come around to me. And now that you're here, why don't you stay?
I get asked a lot about my skincare and makeup routine, so I thought I'd show you a few of my products and how I use them. My go-to for long haul flights is a basic moisturizer, then my concealer. I'm using the famous Shape Tape Concealer in color 27S. I always use a beauty blender with my liquid makeup as I just feel like it gets a more even coverage. I always do my under eyes first and then any pimples I have last. This is just for my peace of mind to feel like I'm not spreading my pimple bacteria to other spots on my face. I also use Tarte's Amazon Clay Powder Foundation to blend my concealer in with the rest of my face. And just because I'm a big Tarte fan, I also use their blush. So a little travel makeup hack of mine is I always use my bronzer as my eyeshadow. This way I don't have to take an eyeshadow palette with me while I'm flying because I'm always so scared that will smash. And then I also have my bronzer for my cheeks because it depends on my mood whether I'm vibing blush or bronzer. Also, another tip of mine for makeup and flying. I really like putting paw on before using any of my lipsticks, and liquid lipstick especially tends to dry your lips out, so I feel like this just helps lock in the moisture. I've also personally found Sephora's lip stain to be one of the longest lasting and least drying. I'm using their red in color number 1.
I want to stay under the moon, watching the earth and be in tune. Now everything looks so small. I am free to have it all. Stick it out there, stick it out there, stick it out there.
Just like in Dubai, we have to get our licenses, passports, and ID cards checked over, so we always have to make sure we're down in the lobby at least 15 minutes before the bus is supposed to leave. Now, am I always down at this time? Let's just say more times than not, I'm closer to the 5-minute mark, and that's because I'm usually filming for you guys.
Alright, I'm ready to go and I'm a little bit tired. I'm gonna struggle on this flight, but It's okay. And I'm just gonna head down to the hotel lobby now. We're gonna go check out documents and a few things. And yeah, we're gonna go head back to Dubai. I'm gonna be tired because I haven't slept yet since this morning when I got up for sunrise. But it's okay. I got one more flight back to Dubai and then I got a couple of days off, which will be so good. And hope you guys loved the trip as much as I did. And I can't wait to see you guys again soon.
I want to stay under the sun, sing with the birds and be no one hiding inside.
So, fun fact, a majority of us cabin crew have no idea where to go when we get to the airport. And we literally just follow the purser or the captain because they've usually been flying the longest and know the airports. A little Emirates hack if we do get lost, we always just search for the nearest red hat in the distance and follow that. Now, it's kind of funny as I'm literally about to fly on the A380 home, which if you didn't know is the world's largest passenger plane, but I was so excited when I saw Lufthansa's 747 parked up. I think the 747 is such a cool looking aircraft, and I know deep down one day Zach and I will get a chance to fly on it together. I hope you all loved seeing what I got up to in America. Comment below where you think I'll fly next. And thank you for all the love and support, and I'll see you again very soon at my next destination.